All right, everybody. It's your man Jameson. I'm back podcasting, and it feels great. You know, it does. It feels a little bit like I'm Steve from Blue's Clues, except you're not here for closure. That's not what you're here for. You're here because this show is getting back on the road. This show is the train's getting back on the tracks. And a lot of you might be wondering, why was the train derailed, Jameson? Why did the train... I'm having train delays. I ordered my train ticket to Jameson's story time to the moon, and where is it? What happened? My train got canceled. Well, I'll tell you this, guys. Your train didn't get canceled. It solely got rescheduled. Sometimes. All right. So why was I gone? I watched this documentary recently. It was one of the untold sports documentaries on Netflix, and it was the tennis one with my guy Marty Fish. Dude, so that's a great story. It's about this guy. He's a U.S. tennis player, grows up playing with Andy Roddick, who's the best in the country, and he's right there with him, right next to him the whole time. And so turns out Marty Fish down the line, he struggles with anxiety and shit, and he came to a point where his mental health, he said, the risk of my mental health continuing to play tennis far exceeded the reward that I could possibly get by going and playing tennis at my best. So, Marty got into a place in his life where he ended up dropping out of a tennis tournament. I think it was the fucking US Open or some shit like that, like something really big. And so he ends up just depressed, hanging out in bed, and like kind of doing nothing. And same sort of deal with me, you know. I've been I've had a rough go at it, you know. I got to New York in February of 2020. I might as well show up to a strip club on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. Both scenarios, you come for a good time, and all you're offered is disease. And so that's what I've been going through. I got here 2 weeks later, then the whole town shuts down, and you can't do anything. I came here because I wanted to pursue stand-up and comedy for a career. And then I got here, and everything was shut down, so I ended up just getting a job working as a butcher at a butcher store. And that sucked, because every day I would wake up at 9:30 in the morning, go to work, and then I would just cleave the shit out of dead animals, just get covered in blood, and then come home and in the shower think about all the decisions I've made in my life that have brought to me to this current moment that is probably the worst one I've ever had. So it was just a tough. It sucked so much, and my boss was a cunt. Dude, every day I'm a 23-year-old smart guy, and he would come in and he would tell me how to saran wrap something. Like, I just wanted to blast the guy in the face every fucking day. But no, you're not saran wrapping that right. I know you're 23 and you're not mentally slow, but let me show you how to saran wrap something so that you can now do it correctly for me, because you're not saran wrapping it correctly. He'd be like, no, you can't fold that end over and then that end over. You have to roll it up and then fold the ends over. And I'm like, but if I fold the ends over, then I just trap the air more on the inside, because I'm creasing it all, and then you tighten it up, And it's just like one of those people on earth who doesn't know that there's more than two ways to do something, especially something so remedial as saran wrapping a sausage. So I was losing my fucking mind. Not to mention, this guy told me he started me out like at an okay pay, and then he said, all right, so in 6 months I'll give you a raise, and then like around Christmas I'll give you a raise. So then it's like come like March, like now I'm making half as much as I had before, but I'm working half the time, but only because the same exact work that I did the last year just now takes me half the time. So I was just being taken advantage of and being treated like a stupid motherfucker every day. So I had to get out of there. I feel like I hit a point in my life where I was just angry, and I've been there before. Like I would wake up every day and I'd be mad. So I can't really provide laughter when I just wake up and I'm like, oh, this is fucking dick. He thinks I'm stupid. Fucking damn it. Like, fucking hated that shit every fucking day. And like I came out here to like try and make people laugh, and now I got some fucking 55-year-old 5'4" butcher guy telling me how to fucking saran wrap. Jesus fuck, man. That shit was terrible. That was so bad. So yeah, like I hit a point where I went into my shell. I was pissed off. At everything. And yeah, dude, I was just hit my wit's end. Oh yeah, another thing, like, yeah, I go on the internet. I fucking go on I wake up every day and I'll go to do my shit job, and then I'm also gonna spend time like making a video that I think is funny to try and make people laugh, and then I put it out on the internet and during the coronavirus. And God forbid you try and make someone laugh, because every time I do that, people would be like, fucking asshole. What you with what's going on in the world, you're gonna try to make people laugh? Yeah, dude. 'Cause I'm miserable. You gotta be miserable. Does it make you feel better to just like be like, oh, you think you can laugh? You think you ought to laugh about anything on earth until people stop dying? And let me tell you something about dying. It happens. It fucking happens. Like, what is it, your first day on earth? Oh, now there's a virus. People are dying. No one can laugh. Nothing's funny. Until people stop dying. Dude, people die every day still, coronavirus or not, dude. Now, you know what's a great feeling you should think about is just at the end of the day when you're thinking, oh, I wonder what's going on in the world. Like, I want to check the news, see what's happening. And then you open it and you realize they're just spewing sadness into you. You know what's a good thing to do? Just not give a fuck. Just simply not care. And I suggest you all try it. Just go to bed and be like, well, I'm good. Then wake up the next day and see how you feel. Point is that I was just catching so much shit for no fucking reason. Just trying to make people laugh. It's what I want to do with my life. Suck my nuts. Oh, I made a joke. You don't like it? Suck my balls. I'll present them for you to suck. If you need balls to suck on because you don't like a joke I make, I'll bring them to you. Like, we could get travel plans worked out. You can suck my nuts. 100%. I'll make sure it can happen. fucking words, man. Like words are... like they're artillery shells. They're not. They're words. But yeah, dude, fucking, it's just, I get fucking sick of it. Like, I just got fucking sick of it. Like, every time I would make something, I would just make any video, say anything. People just, like, the majority of people, too, like, would just be mean. And I was just like, all right, you know what? Like, fuck that. Like, that kind of got to me for a minute. But, yeah, dude, like, nowadays, like, you see me in my beast mode apparel right now. Like, do you remember that guy, my man Marshawn Lynch? Dude, when they would interview him, like, he just wouldn't, he would just fuck with everybody. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Like, people would ask him, like, so Marshawn, like, how do you feel about the defense stepping up in this game? And he'd be like, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And then he just wouldn't answer the question. He'd just move on. And then someone would be like, Marshawn, the quarterback was playing great today. How do you think that contributed to your success? And he'd be like, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And just move on. And he had, it was like every different, one time it was like, he showed up to one game. Every time someone would answer a question, he would go, yeah. Marshawn, these new uniforms are cool. How do you feel about them? Yeah. Marshawn, you ran for 120 yards. What made you go so hard today? Yeah. So from now on, like, I think when people go on my Instagram, they're, you think that's funny, you piece of shit loser? I'll go, thank you for asking. You fucking suck, Jameson. You fucking loser. We hate you. Yeah. Jameson, why are you such a fucking bitch? Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. That's the thing. So, yeah, dude, like a lot of shit hit the fan in my life. Like, I saved up all the money. I worked my ass off to, like, be able to move to the city. Saved up all my money, got here, was castrated by the government, and fuck, now I'm just chilling. And I feel like we never would have had to castrate everybody if we I don't know, maybe we put Old Country Buffet on DoorDash, and then The Price is Right on Channel 3 24/7. Like, we need a lockdown. We're good. Young people go outside. Old people are ordering their 401k in Old Country Buffet, and they're just chilling watching my guy Drew. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. And people just act like they love the government too. It's like, oh my God, thank you, Joe, for locking down America and telling me that I have to sit with my dick in my hand. Thank you so much. Bunch of fucking fairy bitches. Yeah, I hate that fucking we had to sit inside for all this time. I'm 23 years old. Am I gonna, oh, thank you for keeping me safe? No, dude. You just stripped a year out of my youth. I just lost one of my golden years. I'm not going to be this handsome much longer. There goes 22. There goes 22. That's gone. It's gone. It's all gone. Can't get it back. But thank you to our healthcare workers. Yep, that's how I feel. Yeah, and it's like another dude, also, the internet, like Twitter and Instagram. Dude, these used to be places like Emmanuel gets off work, okay? He's worked a 10-hour shift. Emmanuel comes home exhausted, blue collar worker, he's tired, and then he goes on, he's like, "You know what? I'm going to open Twitter, and I love to open Twitter and see something funny that'll make the fact that my day sucked ass a little bit better, It'll make it a little worth it." And then he opens up Twitter, and then there's like 46 different girls with blue hair, bangs, and glasses that are like, "Can you believe what's happening in Afghanistan? Here's my opinion. Everyone should hear it." Do you think Emmanuel cares what you fucking think about Afghanistan? Or do you think Emmanuel wants to just laugh and be entertained a little bit after his day, which was pretty tough for him? And you know what? I think we all got a little Emmanuel in us. It's just unfortunate that clearly a lot more people than we thought had blue hair and glasses in us as well. I mean, dude, you go to Lens Crafters, you can't find anything that's not rectangular. They sold out. Fuck, man. They're gone. They're gone. Gotta wait for a new shipment. But yeah, I think of the internet as a place, I mean, at least like Twitter, Facebook. Who the fuck uses Facebook? What am I saying? Facebook. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Dude, you don't go there for information. Unless you're stupid. Then you might go there for information. But if you have a brain, you don't go there for information. Because it's fucking Twitter. You go on Twitter, you might see an article that's like, "How to help." You'll see a fucking article that's like, "The elections are coming up. The blue states are Democratic voters. Get out there." And then you'll just see like porn. You'll see a dude who's like, "Watch me jack off on my OnlyFans. Here's a video sneak peek. Subscribe." And then you'll see fucking, "Hear what happened in Afghanistan." Just some shit like that. It's like, it's not the fucking place. It's not the fucking place. If you can see someone's cock and then hear about world news right after, it's like there's something screwed up. Because it's like one thing matters and one thing is just posting cock to try and get money from people. But that's the issue. That's the issue, is that's what news is nowadays, is posting your cock to try and get money from people. Because the way news goes, they're making all their money from ad revenue. So what do? They need your engagement. They need you. They need you to pay attention. So they get some funny guys, and they get some wild exaggerations and some straight up lies. Put them together, and you have something you can't look away from if you are a 55-plus-year-old white male. Yeah, I saw fucking, you should check out Shane Gillis is his name. He had a stand-up special, and it was fucking hilarious, and he talks about Fox News parents and stuff. It's just so good. I'm not even gonna elaborate on it. Just go watch it. It's called Shane Gillis Live in Austin. It's hilarious. But, dude, they're gonna exaggerate. Dude, if they go on the news and they're like, well, another beautiful day in America, nothing too bad going on. Less people are going to watch than if they're like, it's an apocalypse out here. Oh my God. That guy fucking died. Everything's exploding. Shit's all on fire. We all fucking hate each other. Dude. Divide and conquer. You morons. It's called Divide and Conquer. The news was like, here's a couple teams you could join if you want. And then everyone was like, oh, God damn it, I'm joining that one. Well, I'm joining this one. And it's like, oh, well, now you're divided, so you're conquered by the news and the government, and now no one has peace in their lives. You gotta break the system, and you know how you break the system? You don't watch the news, and you be nice to people, and you live your life like a normal fucking guy, and you kind of worry about things that you need to be worried about, and not things that have absolutely jack shit to do with you. You know, that's something people gotta realize, is you gotta stay in the realm of where you can actually have effect on Earth. Like, you're not going to have effect on Earth by going on by going on Twitter and being like, I care about this politician. I care about this in politics. Like, no one fucking cares. Even if you get 100,000 likes, which I see people get all the time when they tweet dumb shit about the government. No one fucking cares. Dude, if you get 100,000 likes on some sort of political bullshit tweet you put out for clout, watch how you get like maybe 50 followers from it. It doesn't work. Put your guns down. Fucking idiots. Alright, man. Yeah, it's just like, I gotta stay true to myself, I guess, and just kind of talk about how stupid I think all that shit is so I can move on in my life. You know, this is never going to become a political podcast. I promise you that. I'm here because I want to talk about things and I want to laugh and I want to have a fun time. But sometimes you got to talk about stuff that's a little tougher to talk about. And it's been such a while and all this shit's been kind of pissing me off, so gotta get it off my chest this one time for the one time. Gotta get it off my chest this one time for the one time. Here, I'll give you one last example real quick. So Gina hops on Twitter and says, it's literally wild to me how many people don't let contractors use their bathroom. Gina, have you ever smelled a man's shit after he had 12 beers and 3 Crunchwrap Supremes for breakfast? Probably not. I don't think you want to either. So that's why people don't like contractors use their bathrooms. Because they usually drink the night before and then have a greasy breakfast. And their shit smells bad. Wow, you really woke me up, Gina. Fuck. We've been discriminating them contractors. Are you a contractor, Gina? Have you ever installed a door? Oh, you haven't? Hey, then why don't you just fuck off? You know, why don't you just fuck off? It's a great question. Fucking it's just that's the thing. Like, people will be out here and like, do you think contractors are like, you know, my biggest issue is that people don't let me shit in their toilet? No, dude. It's not on the contract that like you have to let me shit in your toilet. I feel like most contractors probably think, well, I drank a 12-pack last night. I ate absolute garbage this morning. My shit's gonna fucking stank and I deserve to take this dump in this gas station right now. And then they fucking do it. So I don't know, Gina. Do you want to be a contractor? Shut up. All right. So that's like, yeah, that's a whole I thought process that like mostly white people have that makes me want to just give them one. Makes me want to just give them one in the forehead. Fucking shit, dude. It's so stupid. Not that like there's obviously issues in the world that people need to come together on. But like, you get what I'm saying, right? I always have this fear that one day I'm going to say something that's very rational, and then someone's going to take like a tidbit of it and then just get me canceled. But I'm still a loser anyway, so I don't even know what I'm worried about. Like, what do you mean canceled? I haven't made a fucking dollar from this shit in my life. All right, guys. Had to get some shit off my chest. Daddy's back. I'm going to be here every week. I'm going to be getting a little bit of consistency and some what's that good word? Discipline in my life. And I hope you stay along for the ride, cuz we're still going to a faraway land, a beautiful place. Might meet Shrek, I don't know. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you for listening.